What's going on, Fortnite fans? My name's Luke-thenotable, and in this video, I'll be showing you how I unlocked Fusion in one day. Yep, in one single day, I got all the way to Battle Pass Tier 100 and unlocked Fusion. Now, if you're low on time and want to get Fusion in one day, you have to purchase the Battle Bundle. Purchasing the regular Battle Pass just won't do it, and I'll be doing this all on an account I haven't played all season. El Baton. I wouldn't lie to you. And I also wouldn't keep you waiting. Here's game number 1. As you can see by the map, this is my first game all season, at least on this account. And I was also forced to play this while NFL Rumble was in the game, so I'll have a football skin on for most of this video. When you wait till the end of the season to do your challenges, essentially everything and anything counts as a challenge. At this point, I could walk anywhere, do anything, and I'd probably get some XP for it. Though I'm fairly certain at this point, because my account is so fresh, most of these players were actually bots, so it made the kill challenges a lot easier. Yep, these players were notably mindless. This guy didn't even realize he was being shot in the back of the head. All in all, it was a very easy game. I got a ton of kills and the last one, which always feels a little nice, even in Team Rumble. Right before making this video, I actually found out why there were so many bots in my lobbies this time around. This is game 0, or at least it should have been. Your first game in Fortnite Chapter 2 is supposed to be up against a ton of bots, like I am now. But as you can see in the top left of your screen, I'm actually Tier 100 in this game. Something went wrong. This game was recorded one day after I got Tier 100 in one day, which might explain why there were so many bots in my lobby. It thought I was a bot, or at least the human equivalent of one. I'm pretty sure the purpose of this first game, where you play against all bots, is supposed to gauge your skill against computer-controlled players. But because I never played this game until after I was Tier 100, while I was getting Tier 100, the game thought I was terrible. So here we are, 1 versus 1 in the final circle, and the only other player in the match is running across an open field without building. Needless to say, I won this one without even thinking, but it was kind of fun doing it. Sorry if that was a little confusing. Now we're back to game 2, doing some more challenges. But again, as I've stated, these guys were complete and total bots. This guy had no idea I was in the back seat shooting him. He just kept driving. I'm not complaining. It was very convenient. Many of my kills just weren't moving at all. I guess I haven't played any Team Rumble since they added bots into the game. Maybe this is just how it is now. We won pretty easily. You know, under normal circumstances, doing a boat time trial in the middle of 20 other angry players is probably not a good idea, but because they don't have brains, it went over pretty well. Oh, and even after a full season, I'm really still not a fan of the boats. Hopefully we get a better vehicle next season. Planes would be cool. That's all I'm saying. There's also a challenge for crouching behind an enemy within 10 meters, and that was pretty easy here. Oh, and we won the game. Big shocker. I will say I'm very thankful for Team Rumble this season. It's the only playlist in the game that still has glider redeploy, which made getting to all the different areas that you need to get to for the challenges pretty easy. I had to cover a lot of ground to get these challenges done as quickly as I did, and it wouldn't be possible if I tried to do it in solo mode. There's almost no mobility. Well, I guess you can swim now, and there are surprisingly a lot of swimming-based challenges. All in all, it took me a little bit longer to get all the challenges done this season, mostly because it's a totally new map that I didn't know like the back of my hand. I mean, I got it done in 5 hours, which is still a lot faster than Fortnite recommends, so at least I can have that. Also, game 4 is the first game I lost. Not that it matters. You know, I didn't know the map very well, but at least the guys I was going up against were absolute mouth breathers. One thing I really don't like about the new Fortnite challenges is they only give you 3 at a time now, instead of all 7 all at once. It's like every game I gotta drop in and see what challenges I'm allowed to complete this time. Hey, we won. I'm so happy. Hooray. And not bad, after game 5 we're up to Battle Pass Tier 50. Game 6 there was a challenge to hide in a trash can, pop out and shoot bots quickly, which was very easy, because they're bots. All of them. Yeah, it turns out most of this game was just spent trying to figure out what challenges I could do. And then there was a lot of me ignoring the objective, flying into the storm for different challenges. One of them was just to simply hop in a boat, which I almost didn't do out of spite. Game 7, the circle closed around Retail Row, which would have been very convenient for a challenge, but I didn't have permission to do that yet, so I totally wasted my time. So I spent the game doing what I love, flying into the storm, to my ultimate doom. I also had to get 500 damage while swimming, which is going to be a tougher challenge than I thought. It's pretty hard to see in the water. Game 8 was fun. I had to fly this boat through a flaming hoop and did a backflip for good measure. Ignoring the objective entirely, I went straight for another flaming hoop, but no backflip this time. And I'm gonna get that swimming damage even if it kills me. And it did. Game 9, I was supposed to eat some mushrooms, which has pretty much been a challenge every single season. I also had to find this tea near Weeping Woods. I didn't actually find it, just looked it up on Google. I also had to eat some apples in the storm. They kept the doctor away for a little while. This time the circle was around Sweaty Sands, which is very convenient. Not only do I need kills here, but also I still need some swimming damage. And yes, just so we're very, very clear, I was still going up against guys who were completely garbage. I mean, it made the harpoon gun challenges a little bit easier. Most of them just stood there as I abducted them. And of course, once killing soulless bots got boring, I was able to go outside of the storm for some more exploratory challenges. Game 10 was the last time I had to fly my boat through a flaming ring. I also tried to cheese a swimming time trial by using my boat, but of course that's not legal. Guess I'm just gonna have to dolphin my way to victory now. There's also a challenge to blow up gas stations. I had to use my SMG because there's no cigarettes in this game. Oh, and for some reason I had to get pistol damage on like 3 different occasions. Good thing I'm going up against the invalid. I also had to heal my teammates with the bandage bazooka, which just made me miss the minigun. Good thing these guys are bots. It made getting bludgeon damage in game 11 pretty easy, and there's quite a lot of healing to do. Good thing my teammates are mostly bots too, so they stay pretty injured. Past that, I was going for headshots, which is pretty easy when no one builds. I wasn't recording for game 12, so we're gonna go straight to game 13. Can we get an F in the chat for game 12? I also had to find this T all the way in Dirty Docks, and then I went on to do more challenges the efficient way. I opened about 5 different supply drops looking for a rocket launcher, and then once I got it, I used it on 2 innocent weaklings to complete a challenge. I got a lot done in this game, and was just checking my challenges when the game ended. Second place! Oh, it hurts so bad! Now we're playing game 1+4, where we're finding this letter. I don't know it. I was homeschooled. After that, I had to slurp enough slurp to shut down my kidneys. I tried to trap this guy in sitting in the corner, but it was too late, as you can see. The game ended. Oh, it's time for a very special guest. Now we got Torres. She looks very happy to be here. For one of the challenges, I needed to revive a teammate, and obviously I can't do that in Team Rumble because you respawn, but Torres can help me. I gotta carry her for a while first, though. That's another challenge. After that, I had to find a gnome out in the middle of nowhere. Of course, I used the internet. Later on, Torres was being very badly harassed in Holly Hedges. It's kinda convenient, though, because I have to reboot her for another challenge. Though, unfortunately, while trying to reboot, those guys smelled me and came in for the kill. I've got to revive her 2 more times, though, and that's what we started doing in game 16, as you can see here. Problem is, before I could get her up, I was attacked by a duo and killed half of them. Then his teammate came in, and I was able to get some damage with my shotgun, but then ran out of ammo. Thinking quickly, I went to the first guy I killed and beat him to death to get the ammo. And then with a full gun, I was able to flail around inside my own box and kill his friend. Everything's gonna be fine. There's no way it could get worse. It did. It got worse. Though we weren't dead yet, Torres was able to reboot me inside of the storm. And because I spawned with 100 health, she died first, and I was able to get the second part of my revive challenge. We spent our final moments together. That's how it should be. Just one more revive and then I'm done with this challenge. Torres, I appreciate it. Later I heard some commotion outside of this ego outpost, and that's good because I need a kill here. It just looked like a rabid default who killed a battle pass boy, but when he went to loot, I killed the default, the circle of life. Then his defaulty friend showed up, and I'm fairly certain he was a bot. He was just running out in the open field. I wasn't attacked again until I made it to Weeping Woods, where I killed one half of a duo before the other half killed me. And for the record, Torres agrees with me that the boats are terrible. However, game 18, I forgot to take it off duo fill, so I matched with some random guy. I dropped Sweaty Sands and didn't find a gun, but at least I got a challenge for jumping on some bouncy stuff. And then the guy that was shooting at me dropped down but didn't hit the bouncy stuff, so I was able to take my revenge. He didn't have much though, just a gray assault rifle, and I am playing in duo, so someone else was coming for me. And I hid in this trash can. Maybe if I had some materials health or a better gun, I could have killed this guy. He wasn't that great, but with virtually nothing to defend myself, I went down. It is Sweaty Sands. Yeah, with game 19, now we're at the point where we only have a couple weirdo challenges to mop up, like landing at food trucks. To tell you the truth, I learned a lot about the Fortnite Chapter 2 map while doing these challenges. It basically forces you to. This guy definitely made it to the supply drop first, but I'm making a YouTube video, so I take priority. He should have ran faster. I didn't even feel bad about stealing his gun. I didn't even really have to steal that gun though, because all I needed was rocket launcher kills, but unfortunately this one seems to be defective. I also had to assist my teammates in killing the enemy, which was as easy as shooting guys as they were dropping in and just waiting to collect my profits. I also needed a trap kill, which should be pretty easy against these bots. Unfortunately though, this one didn't count for the challenge for some reason. Looking back, I don't know what I would have done without Team Rumble this season. If I had to do this in solo, it would have probably taken me 40 games. But now it's game 20 and we're almost done. It's not the fastest I've ever done it, but for a new map, I'm pretty proud of myself. I had to go to Slurpy Swamps to find this R to spell a game that used to be good. I also had to deal damage to enemy structures, which was as easy as shooting the side of a barn. After that, I had to get a few more kills inside of different named locations, and good thing Weeping Woods was full of noobs. And that was pretty much it for this game. There's a couple more challenges I could have done, like getting an insane amount of AR damage, but I didn't get them in this one. Should only have to do one more, and then we'll be at tier 100. Alright, one last challenge. All I gotta do is get one kill inside of Retail Row. Could have done this forever ago, but mom said no. But because my dad works at Epic Games, my first chest had a gold burst assault rifle. And luckily there was a nice young Newberton who hadn't even dropped in yet. I shot him on the way down, and he pretty much gave up from there. And with that one kill, I skyrocketed past tier 99 all the way to tier 100, completing my challenge. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but play this one out. Live or die, we're still champions. It was a fairly uneventful game. Nothing really happened. I just ran from the storm because this game has no mobility. Of course, once I got down to Salty Springs, things started to heat up. There was a little bit of bush fighting, but thanks to my purple tack shotgun, I handled it. While healing, someone obviously underestimated the bush, and I popped out and sprayed him for a ton of damage. Then finished him with my shotgun. Getting to safety without good mobility is always a little difficult. Wish I had gliders. And in the end, I played well, but ran out of materials and got blown up by a guy with a rocket launcher. But we did it. We unlocked the level 100 Battle Pass skin Fusion in one day. 5 hours to be exact. Remember, I do this at the end of every season, so if you want to see the next one, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Who knows when the next season will end? This one took about 12 years, but you know when it ends, I'll be there doing challenges. Thank you all for watching. Stay notable. I'll see you in the next one.